In late winter of 1944, when I had command of the Skate, we were stationed in the Sea north of Hokkaido, and we had some luck up there. We sank a destroyer, and then later on we sank a couple of merchant ships. It just happened that it was dark night, and the ship sank very rapidly. A lifeboat loaded with survivors from the merchant ship was in the water, and we approached them in the dark. They were anxious to jump out of the lifeboat, which was flooded. Some of them swam over to the side of the Skate. They grabbed onto the lightning holes of the superstructure. I had given orders if there were some prisoners available, we would take 3 of them aboard. Well, we got 2. We brought them aboard. They were very anxious because that seawater in the Sea at that time of the year is below the freezing temperature of fresh water. It's about 31 degrees because it's salt water. You don't last very long in that kind of environment. We got them aboard, and we put 2 of them in the forward torpedo room. We stationed a guard over them and so forth. As time went by, we took them to meals, and we got them some dry clothing. We gave them a hot shower, all the amenities of a good hotel. Treated them pretty nicely, and they pretty well behaved. And as a matter of fact, they became very cooperative. It was my habit to inspect the ship below decks every Friday afternoon. On this particular Friday, I inspected the after end of the ship, and I came back to the wardroom to sit down and have a cup of coffee. At about that time, the leading torpedoman in the forward torpedo room knocked on the bulkhead and said, "Captain, are you going to inspect the forward torpedo room?" I said, "Well, why? Do you want me to?" He said, "Well, Captain," he says, "those prisoners have been busy for 2 days now getting ready for inspection, and if you don't inspect the forward torpedo room, they're going to be very disappointed." I said, "Well, I'll be right with you." So I got up and I went in the forward torpedo room. Nobody has ever seen a forward torpedo room glisten like that one. I don't know how they shined all the brass work and all the bright work, but they had torpedo tubes, the muzzles, the hand wheels, the valves, everything was shining like ready for admiral's inspection ashore. So anyway, it was a very interesting highlight on the reaction of prisoners. They were darn lucky to get picked up. We couldn't save any of them other than what we'd already picked up. So whatever happened to the rest, I don't know.